Morning. Sleep last night was 7 hours and 21 minutes. We didn't hit the calorie goal yesterday. I had a bowl of cereal before bed last night. So technically I was over my goal by like 400. I don't count my workouts as calories. Let me explain. So my calorie goal is 2000, but if I run 5k, which I did yesterday, my calorie goal can go up to like 2500 because I burnt that amount of calories. So I never count exercise because sometimes it's different, right? You come down here, maybe strength training, you might burn like 300 calories. To keep it simple so it's not up and down every day, I just stick to 2000 calories, which means I'm in a fucking way higher deficit than I need to be. My resting calories is like 2400 a day plus my exercise every single day on top of that. I should be able to eat like 2600, 2500 calories and still lose weight, but I don't do that. I eat 2000 and I stick to that. That being said, I've been at 202 pounds for fucking 5 days now. I'm in a plateau. But I've done some research and I've been told to just keep going. Keep going, keep hitting your calories. The body's smart and the body's holding on to energy, stored energy. So that's what my body's doing right now. It's like, holy shit, you were 215, 220, now you're 202. If this continues at this rate, we're gonna be dead. So let's fucking hold on to whatever we have. Maybe, I don't know, fucking new at this. Either way, we're gonna continue on. We're not gonna change anything. We're gonna keep hitting the 2000 calories and see if we can break through this plateau. That being said, it's push day and my chest is looking okay, but I do want to work out my upper chest, my mid chest here and my upper chest. You ever see those fellas that have like big fucking square plates for pecs? That's what I want. When I do this, right there, it activates. There's like a perfect square muscle right there, the upper pec, upper inner pec. So when I do this, I can feel it right there. So what I'm gonna do is focus on upper chest, focus on the entire chest, and I'm gonna do a bunch of up cables, because when I do that, I can feel it inner chest, and then boom. Am I gonna turn into one of those fucking dickheads that poses in front of the fucking mirror every day? Probably, yeah. Probably I will. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, let's go. Dropping the kid to work, we seen a crackhead on the road and we were talking about habits at the time, and I was like, look at this girl. If you rewind her story from now to where it started, it was a bad habit. Now I know it has to do with trauma and trying to escape your past and all this kind of stuff, I get that, but some people have traumatizing childhoods and grow up to be millionaires, and some people don't. This girl in particular, I was like, if you take any homeless person and you rewind their story to the very beginning, that probably started with a bad habit. Okay, I feel bad, so what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna fucking smoke a bunch of weed and I'm gonna be that person. And then you have a weed habit. And then all of a sudden, because you're smoking weed and because you're smoking excessive amounts of it, maybe your sleeps aren't okay, your body's not regulated, your brain is not regulated, so you're eating bad food, and because of the weed you're eating bad food, and because of the weed and the bad food you're not sleeping right, and because of the weed and the bad food and not sleeping right, you don't have good relationships, and then it all compounds, and you can have momentum in two ways. You can have momentum up and you can have momentum down. I said if you rewind her story all the way back to the beginning, it was probably she started smoking weed. That's it. But then if you find somebody super successful and you rewind their story, it probably started with going to the gym. Like, you never know, right? Good habits versus bad habits, decisions that people make every single day will compound and eventually result in the person you are today. And if you start going to the gym here and you start treating yourself right, and because you're treating yourself right and you're conscious of what goes into your body, you're eating right, you're training, you're sleeping right, and all those habits compound into a successful, healthy person. Or just as equally as spiraling up, it will spiral down, and again, it will compound on the way down. And one bad decision leads to another bad decision, leads to another bad decision. The next thing you know, you're fucking homeless, addicted to fucking drugs on the streets. One bad habit can lead to a fucking terrible life, but one good habit could lead to an amazing life. I thought that was interesting. I'll leave you with that for the day. Bars.